You like that?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. And let's just say the boys are back in town.
She got away, never to say. She can't joke, she don't know what to do.
She's gotta go. Bye. I know that you love this flow. We just chillin', we just villains. We just chillin', we some villains.
I leveled up, get the ammo and I stuck it up. I grab a shot on the top of shots. I bust the clip and I let it dip. I make it poop, make it explode. Touch your toes, hit your nose. Can you touch your toes?
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. I am your host, Brian Barnaby. We got Tony back in town. What's going on, bro?
Not much, dude. Living life.
Yeah.
You
living the dream. He's always living the dream. Maine Magic Mike.
Hello, everybody. I've got my safe protective glasses on today.
Yeah, how's that blue light, dude?
Dude, I feel way better now.
Really?
No, I don't know.
And before we get started here, I'd like to give a special thanks again to Bill Pito for yesterday.
Oh,
Dream
yeah,
is
baby.
Free. Episode is live up on our YouTube page now. And I wanted to thank both of you guys for doing such a great job.
Thanks,
with
dude.
that, I just finished the episode on the way in, and I was just it was such good content. So I really encourage all of our viewers out there to take a look at that. Dream is Free,
Especially
Bill Pito.
especially our sports fans, because I think we should start with that episode. We'll clip it out and we'll start the petition to get Carlin out and Barnes in on
Let's
ESPN
go.
Radio.
Let's go. Excited for that. And Chris Carlin, if you're listening out there, come call in. Let's hear your defense.
Yeah,
Dude,
Why
it's going
you
to be
deserve
tough,
this spot.
honestly.
Yeah, why do you
That-
deserve to be here?
Dude, that man is deeply rooted in, like, ESPN radio.
It's crazy.
He's on every show now. He's on all day.
I wonder if he signed something where it's like, I own you, ESPN now.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, it really is crazy how he's just the go-to for
Everything.
his own show and then backup for every other show.
I don't know if it's just because, I don't know, even though maybe he's not good, they just feel like everyone knows him. So they
I mean,
just want
it sucks
notable
too.
people on the radio.
It sucks too because I feel like Bart likes him and I feel like Michael K likes him. So it's like there's a lot of people
definitely.
on the network, on the radio network that like him. So it's like,
I just saw the perfect solution. Bring in Mike Francesa to run ESPN Radio. He'll be out.
yeah, exactly. You're
Let's
right.
do that.
And Barnes will be in a second.
Oh, yeah. Barnes would love that.
Let's go.
Wait, and what's his name said Mad Dog is a great guy.
Oh,
Bill Pito.
But that's
Bill
how you know
Pito, yeah,
Bill Pito's a
dude.
great guy 'cause he
Exactly, dude.
knows that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what an episode! What an episode! But we will continue here in the world of sports and in the world of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right, so game 2 tonight, the NBA Finals in Phoenix at Talking Stick Resort Arena. We have Bucks at
That's
Suns.
a horrible name.
9
I
o'clock,
know.
ABC. Suns with the 1-0 lead. So this is an important game for the Bucks. I mean, obviously, you don't like dropping game 1, but we've been watching these NBA Finals for too long to consider a series over after game 1. I mean, you could argue game 2 is a lot more important than game 1. So how do the Bucks react here? I think that's the biggest question mark. And I think it honestly, of course you'd say Giannis is their most important player, but I think the most important thing and what's going to tell us if they're going to win or not is Jrue Holiday.
Yeah, I agree.
4 of 14 from the floor in game 1, only 10 points. And then another X factor, I feel like, Brook Lopez. I mean, we saw the impact he had. What was it, game 5?
Yeah, 21,
against the
8 for
Hawks?
10 or whatever. I just think it's the Ayton and Paul, honestly. That's why you're seeing that, because Chris Paul is such a great defender, dude. Honestly, he really is. And then Ayton is big enough, long enough and fast enough, I should say, like athletic enough laterally and everything to like guard the paint, then go get the three, then cover him in the paint. You know what I mean? So, but I do think Brook Lopez needs to step up, and I think he will.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's have a day.
99 wants to have a day.
He's gonna have a day.
And I hope the Bucks have a day because, you know, you want to see them compete in this series. And like I said, I think game 2 is very important. And another X factor, and we talked about this yesterday, they have to improve on the free throw shooting, not only efficiency, but getting there. You can't be 10 less attempts than your opponent.
And then shoot less than
56%.
Yeah, 50%. You know what I mean? You can't just either way you're gonna lose, basically. Right. You know, and this is the finals. We don't expect blowouts. This isn't the Spurs against the Heat, you know, the next year when every game was 50 points, basically, it felt like. This is a different series. So I kind of think the Bucks are gonna answer back, and I think it'll be a last second shot type of thing.
I was gonna say that, and I'm telling you, I don't know if this would be a first because I didn't watch obviously the NBA Finals before I was born. I don't know what happened when, but I just am feeling a Splash Mountain 3 at the buzzer for the win. And my question to you is: has a center in the NBA Finals ever hit a game-winning 3? I mean, nothing comes to mind.
I'm gonna do some research.
I mean, if you had to guess, Tony, wouldn't you say no? Because traditionally, obviously, they
don't shoot threes. Yeah, I would say no, right?
Yeah, because
in finals,
and specifically in the finals too. Like, I don't think so, dude.
I mean, we're talking because usually you're gonna have a forward, maybe like a tweener, small forward, power forward did it.
These are just in general buzzer beaters.
I don't even think this is NBA Finals specific. So I'm gonna feel pretty confident that is never happened before.
Yeah,
all time.
If anyone out there knows, feel free to comment.
Yeah, let us know for sure. But I think the Suns are too good for the Bucks, especially on the road of all places, to win this handily. But I just think, Giannis, isn't it remarkable how he was able to play 35 minutes after it seemed like his knee was split in half? Literally,
though, yeah. I mean, I think it's a huge testament to, like I was actually saying before, just obviously it's a great shape that he's in, and obviously how well his legs are built, so that his legs, his muscles in his legs around his knee are able to kind of compensate for the lack of stabilization in his knee, and he's able to play.
And Mike, like, it's a shame. I wish Gino and Grasso were here to ask about this. Yeah, they were big on this, but just for you specifically, and I know injuries have helped him out, but has your opinion on Giannis changed?
No, not yet.
Not even
a little bit, dude.
Not even a little. You think you're being a little like
I'm not. Oh God. I'll be honest.
He's being a little.
That's going to be the bar set, the Tony Michael King reference.
Why can't? I just think. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it was very easy. I don't think he won games, first of all. I don't think, like, you know what I mean? And if it weren't for his teammates in that Atlanta series, he didn't even play, basically. I mean, I don't know. If he dominates now and they win, it's over for me. But he has to do that for me. I need to see like 3 40-point games or something like that.
But I feel like, of course.
Or 30, 12 and 10 or something like that. Like something extreme and beautiful and it's like he has control of the game. You know how you watch LeBron so much, dude. Whenever he's in those moments, dude, does it not feel like he's dictating everything? Right? So I just need to see that from him. I do think it's not like I hate him, dude. I want him to be great. I just think there has to be things that has to be done. This obviously is a little bit. He did get to the finals. He's there.
Right.
In the whole season. They had to win the season. They did it. They had to get to where they had to get. So I'll give him a little credit, but I just need more to be like, yo, you're on the level of Durant and LeBron.
Yeah. And I think, my thought here is 2 things. First of all, I think he put them in this position, whether, he's missed some time, in the
he is the center. But he is the engine.
Right. And then number 2, looking at it, okay, 19 points, 20 points in game 1, that's not that impressive. But coming off the injury he did, and then grabbing 17 boards,
I know,
playing all those minutes, I think that has to speak for something coming off an injury like that.
I absolutely think so. Yeah, I think Mike is a little bit tough right here.
I'm not being tough.
I think you're being a little tough.
He's stuck.
Yeah,
I'm not stuck.
You seem stuck. You even know you're like not even sure. You're like,
I am sure. It's just not. it's just not there yet.
You got to tip your hat a little bit, dude.
It's kind of hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna read this on the air, but how funny is it that I just got this text message supposedly in a group? You know, like these like bot like. Come on, it didn't make you laugh a little bit.
No, it makes me wonder what you do on your phone all day.
Yeah.
Oh, God, too funny.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's funnier, that or AJ's comment on the show yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. No, AJ's comment.
Well, I don't know what that comment is.
Oh my God.
You can only imagine what the text is.
I'm sure it's like,
do
you want
we are a family show here.
Yeah, we are.
We're not a family show here. Get the fuck out of here.
Everybody's family watches. What do you mean?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's true.
Mrs. Gabriel, how are you?
Uncle Richie, my mom.
Uncle Richie. That's right, dude. Uncle Richie.
But that being said, like I said, I think Bucks at the buzzer tonight. And you're going with the Bucks too, Mike, or you're going Suns?
I'll go Bucks, I guess.
In a nil.
Really, dude?
I mean, I think the Suns are. It's tough. I just think it's a trap. It could be a trap game for the Suns if they don't come intense and if they let the Bucks hang around basically all game type thing. Mm-hmm. But then again, you could see Chris Paul just be like, put his influence and dominance into the team like a Kobe type of mindset, and everybody's just freaking locked in, and next thing you know, it's a 15-point win or something. It could go either way, but I'll go Bucks, and I'll take Splash Mountain for a 3. Why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, who else is gonna hit it?
Give me something, Tony. What do you got?
I'm gonna go Suns tonight, actually, dude.
Yeah,
I gotta. I mean, we talk about the Bucks having, not very good at the free throw line,
and Booker didn't score well last game.
I was gonna say, the Suns have been pretty consistent. Yeah. I would say the Suns have been very consistent all year. I think we're gonna see another good game from Paul and Ayton, and then I think Booker's gonna have a good game. And I think, with them even playing better than they did the first game, I don't think the Bucks are gonna have a leg to stand on.
And my whole thing here is as to why I just feel like you can't just Suns look great, been great all postseason. Let's pencil them in for a sweep. And just remember this for our viewing audience. NBA Finals victories do not grow on trees. It's not just, you don't just walk into the building, you're the better team, you win the game. It just doesn't happen. We've seen it too many times before. So just keep that in mind.
I think if the Suns take game 2, I think it's over, dude.
I mean, we've seen what Milwaukee's done at home.
That's very true.
I would think that would be.
Someone bet $18K on sweep.
For the
no shit.
Suns.
To win how much?
I mean, it's got to be
probably like 400. 40.
Yeah, actually, a sweep is, like I said, a sweep's tough. So
I forget the stat they said on ESPN Radio yesterday about how I think teams in the finals that go up the first 2 games, like 2-0,
it's like 70%.
I think they're like 38-1 or something.
Yeah.
The Dallas Mavericks in 06?
06 and there's another team.
Did LeBron come back from down?
No, he was down 3-1.
He was down 3-1. Okay.
3-1, which that was the only time that happened.
I think it was down 0-2 though to start that.
I think they
weren't they down? Or it wasn't a split.
1-1,
it was
2-1, 3-1.
And then the 2-1 would have been the J.R. Smith shot.
No. That's no. J.R.
year.
Smith. That's 2 years after actually.
Oh,
that's
really?
His last year there. Yeah. Broken clipboard. Was that possibly the dumbest NBA Finals play you've ever seen?
His.
Yes.
When he grabbed the rebound, pulled it out to 3,
and
just dribbled when he could have just shot it wide open. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
But then the thing people forget,
dumb, dude.
George Hill does his job, makes a free throw, being a point guard at the free throw line.
Ben Simmons?
Right.
I mean, better than Ben Simmons, you would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I know it's out there, but I just had a feeling because that was game 1. LeBron, I think, had 50 or whatever.
It was ridiculous.
I think they would have won that series. I think he
agree.
Just shut down after that.
I agree.
Broke his hand, obviously. But
dude, I agree. I think that was like
that's it.
Dude, that's defeating, dude.
Yeah,
oh my God.
There,
imagine dropping 45 and a triple double, and then this idiot is stoned on the court and dribbles out the clock. He didn't know. He said he didn't know.
Yeah. You know, like the score, I think, right?
Score,
he knows the score
and the
they were
time.
up or something.
Yeah, like, dude.
What are you doing?
You know what it's like? It's like a team. Let's say you're bottom of the 9th in a World Series game, and the fielder catches it. There's a runner on third, but the left fielder thinks that that's the third out. The game's over, and then they lose the game because the guy runs in.
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
That's literally what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right. And then he's running in.
Kind of like when
my
Benny Agbayani way back tossed that ball into the stands.
Into the stands. Oh my God, dude.
And it wasn't over, and it was like, what?
No.
Yeah. He's like, fan, take the ball.
Oh my God.
Oh man, some good times. For
Fucking
sure. But
God.
I mean, we're already talking about baseball, so we
Yeah.
might as well transition into the world of Major League Baseball.
Giving chases Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall is gone! 3-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
So it was another good day for the New York Yankees, 5-4 over the Mariners, late night on the East Coast in Seattle. And I have to say, this game, before we get into it, this is the first time I ever remember hearing a starting pitcher getting scratched within an hour before the game because of an emergency root canal. Have you ever heard of something?
Oh, yeah, it's
And
crazy.
coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait, they did put him in?
Yeah.
For 3 innings.
You were talking about Giannis coming back from a knee hyperextension. How about Herman coming in after
No.
a root canal?
I mean,
Pathetic.
it hurts
What do
enough
you
to
mean?
get
A
a
root
He
count.
should have
now?
started.
What?
He should have just started.
He was
then.
probably under the gas.
No,
bro. They
stop
put
it,
you out
dude.
for root.
No.
You're like,
No, what they should have done, because they haven't announced a starter for Friday, they should have just had him start Friday.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Honestly, dude, they
Astros.
probably should have.
But the one thing, and we'll get into it, of course, but just quickly, they haven't announced a starter. I mean, it's the Astros. It's an important series.
Very.
I mean, I think you got to start Nestor Cortez after what he did last time.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Put it back out there. Give him another shot.
What are you going to start, Michael King?
Yeah, you can do that
They probably
too.
will. They probably will.
I would have loved to. Michael Caine. Let's go.
So speaking of
absolutely
Michael
not.
King, Nick Nelson pulled a Michael King last night. He gets the emergency start. 2/3 of an inning, 1 run, 3 walks. They pull him. Luis Cessa, the former New York Met farmhand, saves the day. 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 K, gets the win. And otherwise, to close it out, they had Loaizaga in the 8th. Chad Green again coming in the 9th, and they give Chapman the day, and Boone uses the excuse, 20 pitches the night before in the blowout.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, what a
But it's like,
clown.
obviously, if he didn't pitch, you weren't putting him in that spot. I don't care what you say.
Especially with the way Green is pitching too. Like,
It's unbelievable, and it's just like I get it, like how it should be and stuff. But it's like, what are you gonna put Chapman in for the Houston series a closer and then lose some of those games because it's just too big of a risk to take.
Very
if he
true.
can't do it in a blowout, how's he supposed to do it in a 1-run game?
no, yeah, exactly. You're totally right. And like I said, if Chad Green is pitching the way he is, like it would be a bad managerial decision to put Chapman in there.
Yeah.
So whatever.
And obviously you want to use him more, but I like the thing with Chad Green is that he can go multiple innings.
Multiple
you can have
innings,
him close out a game. I mean, we saw him go 3 the other day, but I mean, that was kind of stretching it just based on how he's normally used. But I think easily 2 innings whenever you need him to, like a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
He's going to go 2. So he comes up big, and nice to get, another victory. And once again, the offense set the tone early. You had 3 runs in the first. You had a Judge home run, his second time up, his 20th home run of the season, another 2 hits for Voit, another 2 hits for Stanton. And at the end of the day, it's the 3rd straight win for the Yankees, and they've picked up 2 games on the Red Sox as they've lost their last 2 over the past 2 days. And today, they go for the sweep. So, Mariners, not that they're the worst team in the league, but they're just kind of middling, kind of like how the Yankees have been all season. But on the road, West Coast, time difference. I mean, I think everything's gone as good as they could expect it to start this series.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Taking the first 2 games, I mean, yeah, how could you not say anything otherwise? But I mean, I think good on them to kind of set the tone yesterday. And it's really hard for a team, even a team, especially like the Mariners, to give up 5 runs in the first 2 innings and then try to come back from that. And which obviously the Yankees closed out the game. So, I mean, you got to tip your hat to them so far. They've definitely been working on Barnes's strategy here,
Yeah, take the pressure off the pitcher, get out to a good start, and keep the good times rolling. And also, they did a good job because Kikuchi starting the game was really nibbling around the strike zone and just throwing stuff a little off the plate, and they just weren't chasing it. And I think that's the difference. At the beginning of the year, they're swinging at all those first pitch. they're not taking any pitches. Now they're taking a lot of pitches, and we see the results.
Yeah, there you go, dude. I mean, that's something great. Like you said, I mean, earlier in the season, they swung at everything out of the strike zone,
Right.
and they were looking at balls that were in the strike zone.
Right.
So, I mean, it's good that they're making that adjustment, and hopefully, between all these team meetings they've been having, that someone kind of knocks some sense into them, and we're going to kind of see this consistently improve as we kind of go into and come out of the All-Star break.
Yeah, and speaking of team meetings, since Aaron Judge's players-only meeting, June 29th, Yankees lead the majors in runs per game at 7.16, and I know before that started, I mean, what were they? Not even 4 runs a game?
No, I think it was under 4.
So it's just been and Voit too. I mean, he 5 for 6 2 nights ago, 2 for 4 yesterday. I mean, I think that's huge. Glaber had a big hit with 2 outs, runners in scoring position in the first inning. You get a collective effort like that. I mean, it looks so much easier. It feels so much better, and you feel like you actually have a shot. But that being said, I mean, I think it's like really it's going to come down to what you do in Houston,
right?
And then coming out of the break, how you play against the Red Sox, how you play against the Blue Jays, how you play against Tampa. A lot to be determined, but you do get a feel that they can do this. It's just they're going to have to be on their A game. No,
for sure. I think this Astros series coming up is going to be a season defining series, honestly. Yeah. I mean, I think especially if they do well against the Astros and how they've been playing against the Mariners going into the All-Star break with some confidence, hopefully you'll kind of you see that a little bit in their play now. Even it looks like they're a little more loose, a little more confident at the plate. They're kind of having a little more fun now, and I think if they do well against the Astros and then having that All-Star break, they'll have a little bit of a break to kind of decompress a little more, and then hopefully come out looking like a baseball team that's having fun out there. And then with that, I think more wins are going to come. Yeah, absolutely. And before we get on to today's matchup, kind of just a general question here. So let's say today, for whatever reason, win or lose, Chapman doesn't pitch, and then tomorrow against Houston, 1-run game, they have the lead in the ninth. Do you think they're going with Chapman? I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
I
don't think so.
You can't do it. You can't do it. It's just a shame because, I mean, you think about the games he's blown over the last couple of months.
Right.
Put those victories back in the win column. I mean, everything looks a little better right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, we mentioned Chad Green. I mean, if he's there, and even if he's like thrown in the 8th inning and he's dialed in and keep him in for the 9th, you know.
And I know I'm getting way too ahead of myself, but way back, not really way back, but a decent amount back, he was a starter. They were considering moving back to the pen. I mean, it does seem like it would work, but Jaba's just scarred me. But it just is interesting. I do think he'd be a really good starter, honestly. Just the fact that you've seen he can go innings, and he was a starter before. But I mean, it was early in his career, but the results weren't there, and that's why they moved him to the bullpen in the first place. So, are you saying you would move him back, given that decision? So, did we talk about this week already? No, really, no. I think we're talking about Nestor to this rotation. Yeah, maybe. But my whole thing is, I would honestly try it if closer is solidified, the end of this year, next year. Right. I mean, I don't think you could try it this year, but just for next season. But if Chapman's not on the team or just not performing, you need him to close, then I think that's first priority. You need a staple. And you look at the Yankees historically, they've always been strong in the closer role, obviously having Mariano all those years. But I just think the fact that he has so many pitches he can go to, the curve, the slider, the fastball, the changeup, he's got a lot of options. So just, it's tough to have a good starting pitcher, and we've seen that with them this year. So just something to think about. But I don't think that'll happen this year. But that being said, like we said, they will go for the sweep this afternoon, actually starting 4:10 on 1:10 local time there in Seattle. Jordan Montgomery versus Lucas Gilbert. And I believe he was their 2018 first-round pick, I think like number 8 overall. Has had a good stretch over the past month or so. But that being said, I mean, Kikuchi did have a good stretch too. Right. They're able to handle him. And I'm guessing, I haven't looked up the stats, but I would think since they didn't play the Mariners last year, that they have never faced him before. So this is going to be, a lot of guy on the team's first time going against him.
Right.
So I think the whole thing here is, you just got to be patient and let him pitch to you. And then also, Montgomery, he's had some okay outings, but he hasn't been that Jordan Montgomery we saw in that 2-1 victory over Tampa in May.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the pinnacle of the season, and he's kind of tapered off since then.
No, yeah, definitely. So I think, a lot of it is going to fall on his shoulders. And, like you were saying too, the bullpen was used pretty heavily yesterday.
Right.
So, and with the Astros coming up, you would hope that he has a good outing. He can go 7 innings and, keep it to 1 or 2 earned runs. I think the key here for the Yankees is going to be their bats, though. I mean, I think Logan Gilbert, like we were talking about, I think he's going to try and pitch around a lot of these batters, especially with the way the Yankees have been hitting.
Right.
So I think it's going to be key for them to take those pitches. Take the first pitch, absolutely, and make him pitch to you, make him have to throw a strike, and then from there you can capitalize. But
yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Now, push comes to shove. You think they get it done today?
Yeah, I do. I think they go for the sweep today. I think they'll win maybe 4-1, 4-2.
4-1, and then since he pitched, what are they going to do in the ninth?
Chapman?
Yeah, I mean, because Green
already pitched.
Chapman didn't. But so basically, you're saying he gets it done.
I do. I think he does get it done. I mean, yeah, I think absolutely.
And I think the one thing you have a little more confidence. There are some good hitters. I mean, Haniger's having a good year, but it's just this is the lineup that you could get away with mistakes against. Houston, you're not going to.
It's not. Yeah, definitely not. So
interesting to see. But I am confident that they will go with the sweep here, and then we get a big series tomorrow with the Astros. So looking forward to that. 4:10 on the Yes Network, and we will switch gears here, cross town to the Mets. They have the double header with the Brewers yesterday, and like I had thought, they do get that split. So I mean, take it away, Tony. What was your recap from yesterday?
I mean, I think people forget that Jacob deGrom is a human. I mean, the guy only gave up 2 runs yesterday. He went 7 innings. He played the whole game. He went the whole regular game. He didn't go extra inning, obviously. But I mean, dude, he only gave up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 10 Ks, dude. Come on. I mean, it was still a great outing for deGrom. The guy still has great stuff. Who's the most worrisome closer in New York right now?
I would think whoever's closing for the Blue Jays, because they're playing in Buffalo, New York right now. Are they not? Seihan Fields?
That count. That doesn't count.
No, I'm kidding. Of course, Diaz has done a better job, but he still gives you a heart attack every once in a while.
Oh, of course, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't be him if he's not. But I mean, dude, this is just there's been so many games the Mets have where they just get so much late run support. And we saw that. I think Peraza had the home run in the 7th to tie it up.
Right.
And then McNeil had his very first walk-off hit in the 8th.
Off of Josh Hader.
Off of Josh Hader, too.
Spot.
I know, dude. It was very impressive. You love to see it. They were all obviously super stoked. They were celebrating. Ripped McNeil's jersey off his back, dude. It was a great time. And, you just love to see those kind of grind out wins here. And it's good that they won the first game, because obviously the second game they didn't win. They lost 5-0. They didn't really have very good offense. They had Anderson come in for Milwaukee. He was throwing some really good stuff. He only went 4 innings, though, gave up 3 hits. But they played like a bullpen game, right? So he did 4 innings, and then the rest of the bullpen came in, and they were pretty much perfect.
Right.
Boxberger came in the 7th, I think, 3 strikeouts. He walked 3 batters, but he got 3 strikeouts.
Yeah.
But I mean, their bullpen kind of performed well for the Brewers, which is funny because not funny, but I mean, Josh Hader is really the only good bullpen.
Right, the other guys
were kind of tapered off, but the Mets backs can't wait until the end of the game to try and attack. No, that's exactly the point I was going to make, actually. We have not been starting the game off hot. It was always just late runs. Unfortunately, in the second game, we didn't have any run support at all. And then to boot, I mean, we talked about Castro struggling yesterday, and he came in again, gave up 2 runs in the 7th, which is obviously not ideal. I mean, they were down 3-0 anyway, but I mean, at that point, there was, no way for a comeback, really. So, but I mean, the Mets split. They took the series. I'm happy.
Yeah, you're good with a series win. And before we get on to their game today, is there? I mean, we've talked about, like, especially with the Yankees this year to nauseum, like reasons for not producing on the offensive end. And do you feel like we said, Tolino 99 mentioned about the offense not coming till later in the game? Do you think there's actually any reason for that?
I don't know, man. It's tough. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe just in the beginning of the game. Maybe they just aren't really dialed in. Maybe it's too lackadaisical in the dugout before the game starts or whatever, and maybe that's why they kind of come out and they take dumb pitches, they swing at balls away. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Mets. I mean, they are a pretty laid back type of team. Like, not that they don't have intensity coming out, but they're just like, it's like a lot of fun and games. And maybe that's why it can kind of suffer a little bit early in the game.
And speaking of fun and games, do you think it has anything to do with that Mr. Fun and Games himself, Lindor, hasn't been producing, not setting the tone? You think that has anything to do with it?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think it does. I mean, Nimmo was not in the second game, right?
I don't believe so.
Having him having him as a leadoff batter is always good, dude. I mean, the guy has a phenomenal bat. Talk about someone who is always dialed in. Nimmo definitely is. Man, sprints to first base on a walk. It's freaking hilarious. But without him in the second game, without him leading off, Lindor only went 1 for 3 with a strikeout. I mean, it's tough to get the offense started with something like that. And
And speaking of getting the offense started, I think there's no excuse. You begin a 4-game home series with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Obviously, one of the worst teams in the league. 7:10 tonight. Brubaker versus Walker. I mean, what are your expectations for tonight and the 4-game series overall?
I mean, Walker's been just lights out all season. He's probably going to get the All-Star bid since DeGrom isn't taking it. So I would expect a great outing from him. Brubaker has been really bad on the road, I believe. I think he has like a 4.7 ERA on the road. So I would expect the Mets to come out here, get the offense going early, and just kind of, keep it going the whole game, really. I mean, I don't see why Brubaker couldn't, he should be out in 5 innings. It should go into the Pirates bullpen, which Pirates bullpen started the season off really well. I think in the month of April to May, they had like the lowest ERA in the NL. It was like a 1.7 ERA collectively for the bullpen. But then since then, it was a huge drop off. I think they had a few guys go on the IL. So, I mean, there's really no reason why the Mets shouldn't just pounce on not only the starters, but the bullpen as well. And I mean, we should be winning games, 7-2, 8 runs. Let's just fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, this is it.
I honestly think, I think they can do it. I think they can do a 4-game sweep. I think they could score 25, 30 runs. And I think you could see Lindor put a couple out. I mean, it's all right in front of you. And it's just a good spot to be in, going into the All-Star break. So hopefully they can relish the opportunity. And hopefully, as we close out this week tomorrow, one more opportunity to get both the Yankees and the Mets.
I got a little greedy yesterday. I asked for 3. Got a little greedy.
It's just I think it's almost like NBA Finals games. It's just hard to take 2 games with a doubleheader.
I know it is. It is.
Because the team that loses is fired up for that second game. They don't want to get embarrassed.
I know. I still can't believe how many doubleheaders the Mets have had. I think they've lost 36 innings of
doubleheaders, rainouts.
Rainouts, dude. Yeah, they had 9 rainouts. They've lost 36 innings of baseball.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I really hope that goes away.
I don't understand why it's still a rule, dude. It really pisses me off, dude.
Delta, that's why.
Yeah. It's such bullshit, dude.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
But hopefully, like I said, they'll get the job done. And we are going to switch gears here for a little PGA/European golf tour. And we will start with the John Deere Classic in Illinois. So just a little leaderboard update. We do have Ches Reavie and Ryan Moore, both 6 under par through the first 16 holes, co-leading. And 1 shot back, you have Luke List, Kevin Tway, Cam Davis, off of his first PGA Tour victory last week, as well as Cameron Champ and Camilo Villegas at 5 under par. And the guy that I had selected to win here, 54-year-old Steve Stricker, with a solid yet unspectacular 1 under par 70. So I think it's just one of those things. On the first day of a tournament, it's a grind. The tournament isn't won on the first day. just get under par and then just kind of go from there. And I would expect, him to
get out of here,
put up
Tully.
a big number tomorrow. But we will obviously keep an eye on that. And just taking a look here, I always like to look at the bottom of the leaderboard. Have we had any blow-ups to start the tournament? And, actually, everybody has done a pretty good job. I mean, tied for last right now, Matt Every and Chris Ventura, both at 6 over par. But most of the field is under par. And how about JJ Henry, the longtime golfer on the PGA Tour from Fairfield, Connecticut? And I want to say,
get the hell out of here.
He's late 40s, possibly 50 years old. 1 over par for a guy getting up there. I mean, I think that's respectable.
Yeah.
It's hard to play on the PGA Tour, so you got to give
from
props
Fairfield,
to him.
huh?
Yeah,
we gotta get him in here, dude.
We have to get him in here. I would love to do it. Maybe we can get around with him at Smith Richardson. Why not?
Yeah, on him. Let's go.
I mean, last time I was there, I saw
probably
his
practiced
name
there
on
a
the
lot.
first team.
Yeah.
So congrats to him on a strong start here, and hoping he can make it through to the weekend. And we'll see. Obviously, this leaderboard change by the time we give you an update tomorrow. And then across the pond, like we said, we're covering the Scottish Open.
Yeah,
so
where
we
it's
do have an
snowy
update.
and 80.
We do have an update there. Jack Senior from England, 7 under par, and tied for second. We have Lee Westwood, former world number 1, 6 under par, tied with JT, Justin Thomas, 6 under par. And then 1 shot back from them, you have a slew of players at 5 under par, including John Rahm, Tommy Fleetwood, Matt Fitzpatrick. And as I look down the list here, I mean, Schauffele's at 4 under, but I'm looking for my guy, Rory McIlroy, and I'm thinking that he might have botched it today. He's not at 3 under.
Oh no, dude!
This could be a potential disaster here for McIlroy.
He's still scrolling. He's still scrolling.
Wow.
Oh god!
I just do not see his name here. Morikawa 1 under. I mean, he 1 under par. So
all right.
I mean, I don't know though. A guy that has played a lot of European tour events. I mean, 1 under par, 6 back to Jack Senior. I mean, come on.
Not bad, right? You can pull it off, dude.
I want to see him and JJ Henry have a heads-up golf match at this course, and I want to see who comes out on top because I'm going to give it to JJ Henry, honestly.
No shit.
He's tough. He's gritty. He stays at it, and it's the determination that makes a good golfer on the PGA Tour. Is it not?
I can't disagree with that, dude.
That's it.
That's it right there, dude. Couldn't have said it.
Man.
Dude, speaking of heads-up matchups, is the Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady thing going on?
Yes. It
When is
already
it?
happened when it was 2 days ago. It did
over.
happen. It's over. It was in Montana.
So did they film it? Like, what's going on?
They did film it.
Yeah, where was it on,
TNT.
bro? Did they even advertise
They
it at
didn't-
all, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Limited coverage.
Limited my ass.
Shambo and
Phil Mickelson.
No, because
It was
they did
Rodgers.
DeChambeau and
So
Mickelson, right?
So Mickelson was okay. Yeah, so it was Brady and.
Bryson.
Brady and Bryson, I guess. So then I don't know why I thought Brady was with Mickelson, but either way, I do know that it was. I know Bryson won the match here. Let's see.
Match 4 results. Golf highlights: Aaron Rodgers, Bryson DeChambeau
Aaron Rodgers
take down Tom Brady
Yep,
for Mickelson.
Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau. So, but I've said this before. I just think putting an NFL quarterback in a golf match, it just doesn't make sense. Why don't we get the 2 top guys? How has it not happened that we get Brooks and Bryce heads up, mic'd up?
I don't think they want to talk.
$1 million on the line.
But it's like they don't want to talk to each other. They don't want to be around each other, but they don't want a big payday. I mean, that would be a huge draw.
That's true. I kind of appreciate the celebrity golf matches here.
You would.
I think it's kind of cool, dude.
You
However,
would think that.
I think Aaron Rodgers and is just he's got to fucking tighten it up, dude. Get a haircut. Stop being a douche. Make a decision about the fucking Packers and just move on with your life.
It's
dude.
not making a decision. It's not being a crybaby. honestly.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
that
you're
too.
getting up there. They want to be solidified for the future.
Right.
You won the MVP last year. You've been to back-to-back NFC Championship games. Do you want it all on a silver platter for you? I mean, does any blame come onto you that you haven't won a Super Bowl? How about you be a man and accept that and go into work and don't try to get out of it, because otherwise you're gonna put your money where your mouth is, and you're going to pay $30 million back in signing bonuses.
Dude, I'm really tired of the fucking narrative about him every goddamn day.
Such
every
a diva.
day,
him
bro.
And Kawhi, I think, would get along very well.
Yeah.
Dude, just shut up and play.
Barnes, what's the weather report this weekend for this golfing Scottish Open thingy?
Scottish Open thingy.
I actually, so let me just take a quick look here.
Why don't you ask your friend there that texted you? She's probably got some sweet info.
So right now, 63,
Oh.
and we are because it's actually 6:25 there right now at night. With the time difference, 90% of rain the next 3 days. But you watch, they'll get the golf.
You watch.
It comes. It
You
goes.
watch. You watch.
Today we should be getting a tropical storm later today.
I saw that, dude. My
Tomorrow,
car gave me the
100%
warning.
Chance of rain, but over the weekend, all you golfers out there, you should be able to get some rounds in. Might be a little spotty, maybe a thunderstorm or two. And I'm hoping next week we're thinking right Sunday for our golf match.
Next Sunday? I'm down.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
All right.
Rip it.
This Sunday.
Sakura.
This Sunday.
No,
Next Sunday. Okay.
Not this Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Sakura golf. We'll get it done.
This Sunday we should hit the
Driving range.
Prep up.
Yep.
Let's go.
Prep up, step up.
Wrap up.
And then the other, before we close out here, just one other bit of news. They did announce for the Olympics, due to the Delta variant, no fans in the stands. And to combat that with Carrie Richardson not getting in the relay or regular race due to her positive test there. Not the best
botching it.
look.
They're botching
for
it,
the
dude.
Olympics.
This Olympics is kind of fucked, I feel, dude. They're still
It's
calling it the
just throw
2020
it.
Olympics.
Well, and the
for
thing
God's
is,
sakes.
honestly,
Just don't do it,
I'll watch
then.
the golf. I'll watch the basketball. But other than that, just get the thing off the air, please.
I know.
What the hell's the matter with you?
Here we go at the professional.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Hey, Barnes.
Oh
you didn't know there's
my
rugby
God,
in the
bro.
Olympics too, bud?
There is.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I watch the rugby matches all the time for the Olympics. It's my
Well,
favorite.
It's only 7,
my favorite
though,
thing.
It's just like, it's all right.
But
It's
real
fun.
quick, also the the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight got delayed because of the Delta entering the camp of Tyson Fury.
Dude, I can't believe how they're just not letting anyone at the Olympics. Because they had banned any international people coming in to see the Olympics. So just Japanese people were gonna go. But now
I don't think there's gonna be a difference really in
You think there's
the
gonna be a
crowd
difference?
attendance.
But besides that, I mean, I'm worn out by it. I don't even have any comments on it, honestly. But I just thought of this, because we haven't talked stocks in a while.
Yeah, it's in our.
It's been a rough couple days on the market, and to all my viewers out there, and if you follow me on Twitter at Brian Barnaby, you'll see that I tweeted this today. Everyone relax, okay? All the hedge funds, they're selling their positions. They want to manipulate the market down. So everyone panics, everyone sells, and they're going to just scoop up all your shares at a half price discount. So do not fall for it. Stand pat. You never panic. You never sell. You stay strong, and you make your return because your money in a checking account is going to get you 0. So just keep that in mind. We'll talk some more stocks maybe next week. Just wanted to give that little words of wisdom. Tony looks appalled.
So anyway, if anyone wanted to know about sports, Olympics start Friday, July 23rd. They're going through August 8th. And I'm pretty fucking pumped for the Olympics, dude. I'm always a big fan of the Olympics. We're going to have 24-hour watch parties here, dude.
Yeah, I know that is.
Yes, we are, dude.
Crazy.
I'll do it by myself.
Yeah,
Be the
so
most
Tony
viewed
will be
video
here.
ever in the
Tony
world,
will be
dude.
here by himself.
I'll be here
Producing,
alone,
hosting the whole nine.
Be the best fucking thing you ever watched, dude.
Look out for that. But other than that, I just would like to thank everyone for joining us. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing. Enjoy your night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.